Have you ever looked at words like be, been, and being and felt completely confused?
You've seen them everywhere, in sentences and conversations.
But when it's your turn to speak, you stop and think, which one should I use?
And suddenly, something so small feels so difficult.
If that has ever happened to you, you're not alone.
Because these words are simple, but they can feel confusing at first.
But today, we're going to make it clear, calm, and easy to understand.
No complicated grammar rules.
Just real-life English with simple explanations.
Before we begin, if you want to improve your English step by step,
Subscribe to Calm English Talks.
and share this with a friend who is learning English, it truly means a lot to us.
Now, take a slow breath.
And let's begin with the simplest word.
Be.
Be is the base form.
It is simple and very powerful.
You often use be after words like to, can, should, will.
For example, I want to be happy.
Say it slowly. I want to be happy.
Another example, you should be careful.
Say it. You should be careful.
One more, I will be there.
These are simple and very common.
I remember when I first learned be,
Was it confusing?
not really, but I didn't realize how often I needed it.
And now?
Now I see it everywhere in almost every conversation.
That's because be is everywhere in English.
Now, let's move to the next word.
Been.
This is where many learners feel confused.
But let's make it simple.
Been is used for the past, especially with words like have, has, had.
For example, I have been busy.
Say it slowly. I have been busy.
Another example, she has been tired.
Say it. She has been tired.
One more, I had been waiting.
These sentences talk about something that started in the past.
And maybe it continues or just finished.
I remember I used to avoid using been
Why?
because I wasn't sure if it was correct.
And what changed?
I started using simple sentences like, I have been busy.
And slowly it became natural.
That's the key. Start small.
Now let's move to the third word.
Being.
This one is used when something is happening right now or in a continuous way.
For example, he is being kind.
Say it slowly. He is being kind.
Another example, she's being very helpful.
Say it. She is being very helpful.
This shows an action happening now.
Not always, but in this moment.
Now let's compare all three in a simple way.
Be is the base.
Been is for the past.
Being is for something happening now.
Let's look at three simple sentences.
I want to be calm.
I have been calm today.
I am being calm right now.
See the difference?
Small changes, but different meanings.
Now let's connect this to real life.
Imagine your day.
You can say, I want to be better at English.
Then, I have been practicing every day.
And now I am being consistent.
This is real English.
Simple, meaningful, and connected to your life.
Now, take a moment.
And think about your own sentence.
Try to use be,
Then been.
then being.
Even one sentence is enough.
Now say this softly. I can understand and use be, been, and being in simple English
Feel the confidence.
because these words,
Are not difficult.
they just need practice.
And slowly,
With calm learning
you will use them naturally
in real conversations
in your daily life.
in English.
There's something interesting about learning small words like these.
At first, they seem confusing.
But once they start making sense,
They suddenly feel everywhere
And that's exactly what's happening with be, been, and being.
You're beginning to notice them, understand them, and slowly use them,
So now let's go a little deeper.
and make these words even more natural for you.
Let's start again with be, but in more real-life situations.
You already know, I want to be happy.
Now let's expand it. I want to be more confident when I speak English.
Say it slowly. I want to be more confident when I speak English.
Another example. You need to be patient.
Say it. You need to be patient.
And one more. It's important to be calm.
These sentences are powerful because they talk about your mindset.
I remember when I felt frustrated while learning English.
What did you tell yourself?
I would say I need to be patient.
And did it help?
Yes, it made me feel calmer and more focused.
That's the power of simple sentences.
Now let's move to been and understand it more deeply.
You already know, I have been busy.
Now let's make it more real. I have been practicing English every day.
Say it slowly. I have been practicing English every day.
Another example. I have been thinking about this.
Say it. I have been thinking about this.
One more. She has been working hard.
These sentences show continuity.
Something that started in the past and continues.
I remember when I first used been in a sentence.
Were you unsure?
Yes, I said it slowly and waited.
And what happened?
The other person understood perfectly.
And that gave you confidence.
Exactly. I realized simple is enough.
Now let's move to being and explore it more.
You already know he is being kind.
Now let's add more feeling. You are being very patient.
Say it slowly. You are being very patient.
Another example. I am being honest with you.
Say it. I am being honest with you.
One more. They are being supportive.
These sentences describe behavior happening now.
Not always, but in this moment.
And that's an important difference.
Now let's compare again in a deeper way.
Listen carefully.
I want to be better.
I have been trying to improve.
I am being more focused today.
Can you feel the difference?
The is about what you want.
Been is about what has been happening.
Being is about what is happening right now.
Now let's bring this into a real-life reflection.
Listen carefully. I want to be more confident when I speak English. I've been practicing every day, even when it feels difficult. Today, I am being more patient with myself, and I'm trying to enjoy the process.
Take a moment and feel this sentence.
This is not just grammar.
This is your journey in English.
Now think about your own experience.
What do you want to be?
What have you been doing?
What are you being right now?
Try to answer in simple English.
Even one line is enough.
Now say this softly. I can use be, been, and being in my daily English.
Feel the confidence growing,
Because, step by step,
sentence by sentence,
you are understanding more
speaking more,
and becoming more comfortable with English.
slowly, calmly,
Naturally.
in real-life conversations.
There's a quiet shift happening inside you right now.
At first, these words felt confusing.
But now they're starting to feel familiar.
And that's how learning really works. Not suddenly, but slowly, gently, naturally.
So now let's go even deeper and make be, been, and being feel like a natural part of your speech.
Let's begin with something very important, using be in real situations.
You already know simple sentences.
But now, let's make them more real, more emotional.
For example, I just want to be myself.
Say it slowly. I just want to be myself.
Another one, it's okay to be nervous.
Say it. It's okay to be nervous.
One more, you don't have to be perfect.
These sentences are not just English.
They are feelings.
I remember there was a time when I was afraid to speak.
What did you tell yourself?
I would say, it's okay to be nervous.
And that helped?
Yes, it made me feel human, not weak.
That's the power of simple language.
Now, let's move to been and understand it in deeper real-life context.
Because been often connects to your past experiences.
For example, I have been through a lot.
Say it slowly. I have been through a lot.
Another example, I have been trying my best.
Say it. I have been trying my best.
One more, I have been learning English for a long time.
These sentences carry emotion.
They tell your story.
I remember when I first said, I have been trying,
How did it feel?
it felt honest, like I wasn't hiding anymore.
And that honesty builds connection.
Now, let's move to being and understand it emotionally.
Because being often describes how you act in this moment.
For example, you are being very strong.
Say it slowly. You are being very strong.
Another example, I am being patient with myself.
Say it. I am being patient with myself.
One more, they are being kind to me.
These sentences describe your present behavior,
Not who you always are,
but who you are right now.
and that's powerful.
Now, let's bring all three together in a deeper, emotional way.
Listen carefully. I want to be more confident when I speak. I have been working on my English every day, even when it feels difficult. Right now, I am being patient with myself, and I'm not giving up.
Take a moment and feel that.
This is not just grammar.
This is your journey, your effort, your growth,
Now, imagine speaking this to someone.
or even to yourself.
It feels real, honest, human.
Now, let's explore a small, real-life conversation.
Imagine someone asks you, how is your English learning going?
You can say, I want to be better at speaking. I have been practicing regularly, and I'm being more confident now.
Simple, clear, and meaningful.
Now, think about your own story.
Your struggles, your effort, your progress.
Can you express it in one or two sentences?
Try to use be,
Then been,
then being.
even slowly, even softly.
It matters.
Now say this softly. I can express my thoughts using be, been, and being.
Feel the confidence.
Because these words,
Are not just grammar.
they are tools.
To express your life,
Your past
your present.
and your goals.
And slowly,
With practice,
with patience,
you are becoming more comfortable,
more natural,
more confident
in using English.
in your daily life.
There's something beautiful happening right now.
You're no longer just learning these words.
You're starting to feel them.
And when you feel the language, it becomes yours.
So now, let's go even deeper.
Into situations where you can use be, been, and being naturally without thinking too much.
Let's begin with something very real, talking about change.
Because learning English is a journey of change.
You can say, I want to be more confident than before.
Say it slowly. I want to be more confident than before.
Now with Ben, I have been improving slowly.
Say it. I have been improving slowly.
And with being, I am being more open to learning.
These three sentences together show your growth.
I remember when I felt stuck in my learning.
What did you do?
I told myself, I have been trying, and that matters.
And that changed your mindset.
Yes, I stopped focusing on perfection and started focusing on progress.
That's powerful.
Now, let's move to another situation, talking about behavior and attitude.
Because being is very useful here.
You can say, you are being very supportive.
Say it slowly. You are being very supportive.
Another example, I am being honest with myself.
Say it. I am being honest with myself.
And one more, they are being very helpful today.
Notice the word today.
It shows that this behavior is happening now.
Not always, but in this moment.
Now, let's move to talking about experiences with Ben.
Because Ben helps you share your journey.
You can say, I have been feeling more confident lately.
Say it slowly. I have been feeling more confident lately.
Another example, I have been learning a lot from my mistakes.
Say it. I have been learning a lot from my mistakes.
One more, I have been working on my speaking skills.
These sentences are real and meaningful
Now, let's go back to be in a deeper way.
because be is often connected to your goals.
You can say, I want to be fluent in English.
Say it slowly. I want to be fluent in English.
Another example, I want to be confident when I speak.
Say it. I want to be confident when I speak.
These sentences show your intention.
Your direction.
Now, let's bring everything together in a longer, emotional reflection.
Listen carefully. I want to be more confident when I speak English, even if I make mistakes. I have been practicing every day, and I have been learning from my experiences. Right now, I am being patient with myself, and I am trying to enjoy this journey without pressure.
Take a moment and feel how natural this sounds.
This is not advanced English,
This is real English.
the kind that connects you to your life.
Now, imagine saying this to someone or even to yourself.
It feels calm, honest, and strong.
Now, think about your own journey again.
What do you want to be?
What have you been doing?
What are you being right now?
Take a few seconds and create your own sentences.
Don't worry about mistakes.
Focus on meaning.
Now say this softly. I am learning to use be, been, and being in my daily life
Feel the calm confidence in that sentence.
because you are not rushing,
You are growing,
not forcing.
but understanding.
And every time you speak,
Every time you try,
you are building something real,
a voice that is simple
clear,
and confident
in English.
in your life. There's a quiet realization that comes at the end of learning something like this,
Not a loud moment, not a dramatic change.
but a soft understanding.
That something which once felt confusing now feels simple.
And that's exactly what has happened with be, been, and being.
At the beginning, they felt similar, maybe even overwhelming.
But now you can feel the difference
You can use them
in your own sentences.
in your own life.
And that is real progress,
Not perfection.
but understanding.
So now, let's bring everything together one last time.
Listen carefully. I want to be more confident when I speak English.
I've been practicing every day, even when it feels difficult.
Sometimes I feel unsure.
But I am being patient with myself, and I am not giving up.
Take a moment and feel the meaning of this.
This is not just grammar,
This is your journey,
your effort.
your growth.
I remember when I used to avoid these words completely.
Because they felt confusing?
Yes, I thought I needed to understand everything perfectly before using them.
And what changed?
I started using simple sentences, even if I wasn't fully sure.
And that helped?
Yes, because practice created clarity.
That's the truth of learning.
You don't wait to be perfect.
You speak and become better.
Now, think about your own journey.
You may still feel unsure sometimes.
You may still make mistakes,
And that's okay.
because every small sentence you speak
Every moment you try.
is helping you grow.
Now imagine this.
You are in a conversation.
And you say naturally, I want to be better.
I have been practicing
I am being patient
without overthinking.
without fear.
That is confidence.
Now, say this final sentence softly.
I can use be, been, and being in my daily English, and I am improving every day.
Feel the strength in it.
Because this journey,
Is not about learning fast,
but learning deeply,
not about knowing everything,
but using what you know,
and every step you take
no matter how small.
matters. Thank you for spending this calm time with us.
Keep practicing,
keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself.
If this helped you, don't forget to subscribe.
And share this with a friend who is learning English.
We would love to hear from you.
Tell us in the comments, which sentence do you would start using today?
And keep growing.
One word at a time.
One sentence at a time.
In real life.
In English.
Thank you for watching.